Thanks for joining us, America. Ruth is with us in Cincinnati. Ruth, welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Thank you. How are you?
Better than I deserve. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for answering my call.
Sure.
I was wondering, I'm 61, my husband is 60, and we're wondering if it's too late for us to retire before 70, because we don't have enough money in retirement. So I hear you have to have $600,000 or $700,000 to retire, and we don't have that kind of money. We have some debt and a little bit of 401k savings.
How much is in your 401k?
I think there's only around like $76,000.
How much debt do you have?
We have with our house too. We have a car. It has 2 more years to be paid off. I think we owe $10,000. And we have about $2,000 credit card debt. And we have a couple other debts that will be paid off in June.
What are they?
One is a care credit. It's a hearing aid bill that's will be paid off in June. And it's, I think there's $1,000 left. And we have, I think that's it.
Okay.
Oh,
and you're how old?
Our son pay. I'm sorry, yeah.
You guys are 61?
Yes.
And what do you owe on your house?
Around $137.
Okay, that's good news. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, obviously the answer can't be no, because you're going to retire at some level. The question is what you're going to be able to keep and what's going to happen. Do you have another car?
Yes.
Do you guys both work?
I don't. He does.
And what does he make?
About $130.
Oh, well, that's good news. Okay. And how much longer does he plan to work?
He says till he drops over. He's afraid he doesn't have enough money to retire.
Well, he's right. He doesn't. And he makes way too much money for you all to be this broke. So what you guys need to do is you need to get on a really beans and rice and beans, scorched earth budget and get this stupid car and these credit cards all paid off as fast as possible. Build you an emergency fund, and then lay into that 401k good and heavy at 15% of your income. And I'm going to reach over there and try to get that house paid off too. So, but you really are not going to go on vacation at all ever again until after you retire.
Oh, my.
You're way behind. And you need to get your house paid off, get these debts cleaned up, and throw another 100 or 200 in. The good news is you make 130. I was scared to death you were going to tell me he makes $32,000 a year.
Well, he hasn't always made that much. Just the past 5 years he's been in the six.
Yeah, but you got nothing to show for it.
Right.
Except a stinking car payment and no money. So
right.
I don't know where you've been spending it, but it's over. You know, you're eating out all the time or you're traveling. I don't know what you're doing, but you guys have got to get on a written budget for your sake. I don't care. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but you call me. So if I'm in your shoes, I'm going, yeah, I got about 10 years of this, 7 years of this $130,000 income to pay off a $137,000 mortgage, to get some money stuck in my 401k, my IRAs, and get these other little miscellaneous debts cleaned up and have a little bit of cash for an emergency. And you can do a lot of that. You could literally have $500,000 and have the house paid off and have no debt, but you're going to do nothing else. That's all you're going to do. But the good news is then you got the rest of your life to retire and actually enjoy your retirement. But if you keep spending like you've been spending and you stay disorganized like you have been, you're going to retire on dog food.
Oh, that's what he's afraid of.
Well, then let's get afraid enough to do something about it.
Well, he said he wanted to pay off the house, but in order to pay off the house, that would take money from...
Well, here's the order. Here's the order, okay? First thing I want you to do is pay off all these little debts. The car and the credit cards and these other things. List them smallest to largest. That's the first thing I want you to do. Then the second thing I want you to do is build an emergency fund, a rainy day fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. Let me help you with that. In your case, that's $15,000 minimum. in an emergency fund. Now you're debt free but the house, and you have $15,000. Then you move to baby step 4, we call it, and you start putting 15% of your income. That's $20,000 a year for you guys. I want you to start saving $20,000 a year, and I want you to throw the rest of it at the house until the house is paid off. Once the house is paid off, I want you to throw everything you can get your hands on into retirement so that you can retire. I think if you do that, and I just did the calculations in my head, but I might be wrong, but if you work if he works 7, 8 years, 9 years more making this kind of money, you'll have $500,000, a paid-for house, and no debt.
Wow.
But you're not going on
That's good
vacation.
news.
You're not going on
I
vacation.
know.
That's not good news. You're not eating out unless you're working there.
I know. It's
What have you? When was the last time you worked?
10 years.
Yeah, when was the last time you worked?
I don't know. Probably, actually, I worked part-time like 20 years ago.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're able, I don't mind you going and doing something too. Because you throw another $50,000 in this equation a year off of you, all of a sudden we got some serious money to clean this thing up with, and we can turn it around. This is doable, but you guys are going to have to get very, very serious today. And you're not buying nothing. 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 So that you can retire with dignity. But I'll help you with this. Hold on. I'm going to send you a copy of our book, The Total Money Makeover. You and him sit and go through that book, and it'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'll give that to you as my gift. Now you go turn your life around. Let me know how you're doing, too. If you need some help along the way, you call me. I'll help you.